During the First World War in 1915, the famous steel hand grenade mallet grenade was made in Germany. However, by the Second World War, the German military wanted to have at their disposal a much more powerful and advanced offensive fragmentation grenade. The German designers were tasked with developing a new handheld anti-personnel grenade that would be lighter and more convenient than the M24. So in 1938, the hand grenade M39 grenade appeared. Until the end of the war, about 80 million grenades of this type were produced. The command of the army was delighted, which cannot be said about the soldiers of the Wehrmacht. German anti-personnel high-explosive fragmentation grenade M39. The name of the grenade was given due to its specific shape. It consists of three words: egg, hand, and grenade. The M39 was created as a lighter, easier-to-use offensive grenade, all because the old grenades M24 were too heavy. It was extremely difficult to carry them in large numbers. This problem was especially relevant for assault detachments and sappers. Actually, the M39 was deprived of this shortcoming. It was possible to collect a lot of such grenades in a bag because it weighed half as much, 220 grams versus 500 grams for the M24 grenade. The radius of destruction by fragments is 5 meters. The radius of fragmentation is up to 15 meters. Toward the end of the war, an order dated September 19, 1944 ordered the use of a defensive case with M39 grenades, which increased the radius of fragmentation to 100 meters. A grenade with a defensive cover was prescribed to be used only from a safe shelter due to the large radius of destruction by shrapnel. Interesting fact: to teach the rules for using grenades, a training grenade M39 was created. It consisted of a body and igniter device, the same as a real grenade, and a small smoke charge. The body is painted red and has round holes on the body. The holes in the case are designed to let smoke out and also to avoid confusing this training grenade with a combat grenade in the dark. In general, the M39 was used in the same way as any other high-explosive fragmentation grenade. M39 was transported in wooden boxes weighing 12.5 kilograms, together with all contents, of 30 pieces. Along with grenades, the box contained 2 sets of fuses. On top of the body of the grenade was a small metal cap, which was painted in one of 4 colors: gray, blue, yellow, or red. Before use, you first had to screw the fuse into the warhead of the grenade. After that, the fighter had to unscrew the safety cap from the ignition mechanism. Holding the grenade with your right hand, pull sharply on the safety cap with your left hand, remove the lanyard. Immediately after that, the M39 should have been thrown at the target with all its might. German soldiers did not like eggs for several reasons. Firstly, if the soldier pulled the cap sharply enough, then the grenade simply did not explode. After that, it was possible to wait 30 seconds, and if the grenade still did not detonate, then it could, if necessary, be taken back and reused. True, for this it was necessary to screw a new fuse into it. Secondly, using the M39 was extremely difficult. Remember the 4 cap colors. They were introduced not for beauty, but as a marking of various fuses. Grenades with yellow caps exploded in 7.5 seconds, with blue caps in 3.5, with red caps in 1, with gray caps instantly. Grenades with red and gray caps were intended for installing tripwires. The troops were mainly blue and red eggs. In the turmoil of battle, and also with a shortage of ammunition, soldiers could also use grenades with red caps for throwing, the explosion delay of which is only 1 second. Not every fighter managed to throw such a grenade. For many, it exploded either directly in their hands or in close proximity, which most often led to death. Needless to say, the explosion delay at only 1 second seriously reduced the scope of the grenades and constantly unnerved the infantrymen.